The instructional integrity of the setup is very questionable, but hey, it works. Awesome. Hi, hello, welcome back, welcome to my channel. My name is here, and this is Serious Space. Alrighty, so what is the topic of the video? I have no idea. I typically don't know that until after, but I have a nice little cutie dress on, and I felt cute because I'm always cute. So I'm like, why not record? Why not film? As of today, it's Monday, aka my designated upload day, which I'm like so happy. Also, keep the new intro. Same intro, like same music, same like format, just different part in the song. And I made it with Canva and everything. And as of today, Monday, I have a Create a Sim refresh that is gonna be posted for my beautiful, lovely Walla couple, Faith and Eliza, and their baby Alessia. I think that's how you say your name. Can't remember, but yeah. And I do plan on playing with that household more. I just, sometimes I want to lean against the walls. I'm trying to scoot this a bit closer. So I'll get around to that eventually. Also, regarding Sims, I am building a house. Now, originally I thought it was going to be like my dream home, but it's not really a dream home because I can't really tell you what type of house I would eventually. Why this is like, I'm sure to say, hold on. I can't tell if that made a difference, but it's whatever. My girlfriend said I looked scary in the last lighting that I used. And I'm like, okay. It's like, I don't like light shining directly into my retinas. It kind of aggravates me. I am also not a fan of the big light. So let's just, most of them, like, they look fine. Who is saying this is the warmer one. And it's like, I don't know. Because, like, okay, you have this one, but also I don't even have this thing turned up so it's like max brightness. And I'm supposed to stare at this camera and this light. If anything, I'm supposed to have my glasses on. Because the entire reason why I have glasses is because my eyes focus independently. So, yeah. But then once I have it, it's like you can, like, see everything. And it's just... So I've been using this one, which is like a whiter version or a cooler version of it. And I turn it down because I ain't got time to be burning my eyeballs. Again, it's like, I think this lighting is cool, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out this is literally only my second video with me filming with everything. So yeah, this is the harem. I did it earlier this week. Really cutesy. It's like a little bob, etc. And these little wooden beads. I genuinely, oh my gosh, genuinely and generally never have a clear-cut topic for my video. Recently, I've been dabbling in human design, and if you're unsure what that is, go Google human design, type in your birthday, the place you were born, and your birth time, and boom. And then from there, what you see, if it piques your interest, go figure it out. Okay. Me, I am a projector. Ouch. Meaning that the biggest thing that has been clicking and making things make sense to me is the fact that my success comes from being invited, waiting for the invitation. But the common shadow side is like bitterness and Because oftentimes when projectors are told, you wait for the invitation, that doesn't mean you sit there idle and you don't initiate. In fact, you have to make yourself available or allow yourself to be in these situations. So the bitterness comes from like, seeing people in places or positions you want to be in, and then thinking to yourself, why am I not, and they're like, why are they not picking me? Excuse me. But no, you yourself have to allow yourself to be in those situations. And then from there, like the opportunities that kind of follow. The best way I can describe this happening in real life for me is through some of my close connections. I was able to meet people who helped me get to where I am now, and like knowing some friends through band. She introduced me to RHA, and through RHA I talked to people, I got to know people, literally not with the intention of getting anything, just with the intention of like, just seeing what's out there. Because it's like, we're always so quick to be like, there's nothing out there. But, you do have to look. You do have to, make yourself available and open to these. Adjacently, it's similar to if I would be talking to someone, or if I'm making a YouTube title and that title is sounding very generic, very like, this is what you do step by step. Looking at my life through a human design lens, I am not someone who lives every day like every day is the same, because every day is not the same. Some days I can wake up at 10 in the morning and do yoga, and then some days I can lay in the bed until 12 and then not eat until 2. So it's like I treat every day like every day is fluid. And it's just easier for me that way, because if I have something that is in August, like me, your girl still doesn't know what she's gonna wear to this BTS concert. But it's fine because it's in August. It's in August. And I'm still in June. So why am I stressing over something in August that I know August me will have figured out? Because I'm just gonna assume that, once I get through step 1, step 2 is going to show itself to me. And then, from step 2, then step 3, it's all gonna work itself out. And I refuse to rehearse disappointment, and I refuse to fall into envy or into comparison. Because yeah, a lot of times when we want to do things, we look to see if other people have done it for us. And I can hold on. And yeah, it's like instead of me living my life by a map, I'm using a compass, because a compass is generally going to point in the same direction, north, but depending on wherever you move it. And so by using my eternal compass and just trusting that I'm going to get to where I'm going to end up, I take every day one day at a time, and I take every moment one day at a time, because I've learned the most important things like being in the present moment. Like, yeah, there's all this stuff we want to do, and honestly, there's stuff we wanted to do, but thinking about what you could have done is just taking away from the energy that you could be putting forth into what you really want to do. Because, like, yeah, I wish I could have did that, but that already happened, or that didn't happen. And me dwelling over it now isn't going to change what I didn't do. But what I can change is how I choose to move forward. And I can move forward with, the intention of doing whatever it is I want to do. Another thing that has been kind of like, I don't want to say validating, because looking at everything through this lens has been more so of a like clarifying, or like so when this happens, that makes sense. Again, for context, if you look at a human design chart, editing me, are we gonna put the picture in? Wait. I have this because I intend on using it during the semester. But I don't know how well it's going to translate if I want to point because I don't see anything here. But, I don't want to make my editing life harder. Anywho, if you look at the general top part of my chart, I'm very top heavy, meaning that my head and my throat and chest area, are very open, very connected. In past career tests, I was always told that, I would make an amazing teacher. At one point in my life, I was like, I want to be a lawyer. The reason why I would be good as a lawyer is because since my brain and all of, but energetically, since like my brain and my head and my throat center, they're like connected. When I am faced with a situation or if something is brought up, I am able to immediately take the big overarching issue and shove it down into one sentence. And that typically means that the metaphor is quite wild. But, hey, I don't really have any I can bring off the top of my head. But the bad thing about that is, seeing as I am very top heavy, and my bottom part of it, is it picture still up here, girl? The bottom part, meaning that I am also someone that, like, if I'm minding my business, I'm very receptive to people ranting or venting or trauma dumping unprompted. And it's because I have this aura, or projectors have this aura of being someone who can like see through the BS, and so it's like like I said, I've been called the therapist friend, the mom friend. It's just kind of how I am. But the downside with picking a career, I am so sorry. The downside with picking a career like law or a teacher is like, I don't really have a lot of patience, and I am also highly empathetic, so I would just absorb all the stress, all the, like, while I can keep up, go tit for tat, it just gets exhausting because it's like, guys, so no. However, marketing is fun. Marketing is literally, excuse me, everything my heart desires, because it's getting to know the person, the customer. Yeah, you have this product, but if you don't understand who your customer is, your product is going to sit on the shelf. You should be able to look at that product and like, this type of person would pick this up. Or better yet, when you're creating a product, or better yet, my personal brand, my YouTube videos and my titles have definitely been like this doesn't really convey the message that I'm trying to, speak or whatever. And it's like, it in the difference is like, if I were to title a video 10 ways to get your specific person, it doesn't work. Scripts, I hate scripts. Scripts are like putting me in a box. My brain is expansive. I can't predict what is going to happen next, but I definitely don't want you to tell me what's going to happen next, because from there, it's like all of my creativity is just, it's like death, and it's like I don't really have the space to be myself if it's like, I'm locked in or conditioned to do the same thing like every day. Like a 9 to 5, absolute torture. I cannot do it. But I can be fluid and just exist, which is where most of a projector's success comes from. Like waiting for the invitation, but not just sitting idle. You still have to do things to get you to where you want to be. But the difference between seeing where you want to be and knowing that you deserve to be there is like, if you're already in the room, then of course your chances of being picked are like highly like likely. But if you're standing outside of the room because you don't think you belong in the room but you want to be in the room, that's a little backwards, babe. So kind of like that. And so like I've learned as I've been growing into myself, and it's like my channel, I love her. The metaphor that I've been using time and time again is like, it's a seed. Every video is a seed. Every video is a slightly different version of me, but my channel as a whole is still me. And so, yeah, if you're planting a garden, a seed needs, light, soil, water, fertilizer. Refining a title, refining a thumbnail, adding more SEO friendly things in the description to ensure that I am presenting myself to the best of my ability. But I'm not saying do these things and you'll be rich. No, I'm a very much think out loud person. You saw how the beginning of the video I didn't know where I was at, and now we're like 16 minutes in and I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's like if I tried to script something, it just wouldn't work. But if I trust myself and I go with the process and along with the flow and I trust myself, it's much more rewarding than just assuming I don't know what I'm talking about. Also, like my brain farts and how I would like lose the plot. Not really losing the plot, but because of how my brain processes things, it's like I can, as soon as I hear it, I take it, I regurgitate it, and then sometimes the stuff I say is either so crazy or so profound, it's like it cuts the thought off. Meaning that that's all I have to say. Because a lot of the stuff I say is very thought provoking, and that's okay. I don't care what you think. But because I do that a lot, I think. And it's also fun looking at my girlfriend's chart and how we like mesh and all together. She's so amazing. I love her so much. But yeah, this has been thinking out loud through human design. Yeah, human through the lens of a projector, human design. It's been fun. I also have, this is technically, I guess, like, the third Monday video, because next week, let me think about that, because this video hypothetically could be posted next week. But I kind of had my mindset on, no, I'll figure it out. But you'll see this video when you see this video, and you'll see the other video when you see that video. So moral of the story, you're gonna see a video on Monday. But thank you so much for watching. If you have, if you're still here, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.